Hi everyone, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. It is Tuesday afternoon, and thank you all for being here today. Thank you. I'm here a little bit earlier today, so I'm happy about that because the later it gets, it's like I get a little tired and stuff because I have like a really busy day. But I am here today earlier, and I hope you guys are enjoying this weather, enjoying this day, and that these messages are continuing to help you. Thank you for the person who sent a comment about how these messages are helping you. I really appreciate hearing that because it lets me know that with some of you that these messages are definitely resonating with you. And thank you for sharing your experience that is quite similar to mine, to what I went through. Guys, like I said, the key factor is to keep going, no matter what it looks like. So make sure on a daily basis that you're doing things to uplift yourself. No one can invest in you like you can. So make sure on a daily basis that you're taking time out, whether it's an hour or 2 hours, to self-care. Self-care could be music, taking yourself to that favorite restaurant, buying that favorite shirt or blouse, a massage, whatever it is that's going to uplift your spirit on a positive. Please take care of yourself. I try to do that on a daily basis. I'm getting a little bit better with that in time management, but I keep finding ways to improve that. So keep going, guys, and enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Laughter is also the best medicine. So with that being said, keep in mind I'm not a counselor, a social worker, or a therapist. I'm just somebody who's gone through hell of circumstances, trials, and tribulations, and I talk about how I became an overcomer instead of succumbing to these situations. And I'm going to share with you because perhaps those who are listening might hear something that might be beneficial to what you might be going through. So stay tuned, and also thank you, my subscribers, and everyone who's here. I really appreciate you guys. So the topic of discussion today is healing, positive changes, and gossip. Once again, healing, positive changes, and gossip. I have some notes here because when I get these downloads and then I go into prayer, I get my downloads and I implement on how those things have affected my life, and I share them with you. When you start to heal, you make that decision to heal and get on this journey to heal, to grow, evolve, and to, start seeing positive changes in your life because of it. Well, when this happens, sometimes the haters and those toxic individuals will try to remind you of way back when. I remember when you used to be fill in the blank, guys. I'm not even going to go there. And some of the things that they are remembering are exaggerated narratives, things that they took out of proportion, or they just exaggerated them, or they're sharing their own narratives and putting you in that narrative as a character. So, I just remain quiet and remain focused. So when you decide that you had enough, guys, of the toxicity, the lies and drama, and you really make a conscious decision to decide to walk away from all of it, the toxic individuals and circumstances sometimes will try to follow you because they want you to stay in that vicious cycle of toxicity and how it makes you feel, because it makes them feel superior or something. Whatever it is that they feel, you don't belong in that equation. But when you make that decision to get out of that, sometimes they will try to follow. Do not allow this to happen. Once again, do not allow this to happen, because this is a distraction from you to stay on this path to heal your pain and to heal the things that kept you stuck. It's a distraction. So do not allow it to happen. It is important to set strong boundaries and to choose yourself. And that's what I've been doing, setting strong boundaries and choosing myself. And if the distractions get to be too much, I just cut off, block, and delete so that I can stay on this path. Because nothing good will ever come from the toxicity. You know? I remember dealing with someone who was so toxic that my stress levels, guys, was to the maxed out. My hair was falling out, my weight was going up and down, my health was declining, all because of all this unnecessary toxicity and drama. All of this changed in my life when I took the initiative to choose myself, to choose God, and to choose myself. All this changed for the better. And then I X'd these people out of my life, cut off, block, and delete, because there was no way they were going to stay in my energy and my space and my life as I saw what was happening to me. And I chose God and myself. I decided to heal all of this, guys. And it wasn't easy. I had to persevere, bite, and crawl through all of it. Because my peace of mind meant everything to me. My peace of mind meant everything. Because without that, guys, you can't heal, grow, evolve. You can't take care of yourself or anything else around you. So keep that in mind. It is imperative that you put yourself first and make yourself a priority when it comes to your mental and physical health. You know, nobody else is going to do this for you. I closed the door to the noise and distractions that were preventing me to move forward, because that's all that toxicity is, and drama and everything that goes along with it. It is noise to keep you stuck over here so that you can't focus on yourself. And it's important to focus on you under these circumstances. When we learn to see this for what it is, and we learn to do this, then and only then can we experience the peace, the inner peace, and the peace of mind that we so desire. Only at that time can we experience it. When we see these things for what they are, then we know how to move. If something is not for your highest good, guys, set strong boundaries so that you can stay focused on self. And try to see these things from a different mindset. You know, when you see what this is and that people are trying to throw a monkey wrench into your healing, growing, and self-care, then see it for what it is and set strong boundaries. This is how you win. By persevering. This is how you win, guys, by persevering through the BS and never giving up on yourself. I was able to change my mindset as I went through these trials and tribulations. It took time. I was able to change my mindset by looking at these obstacles, trials, and tribulations as lessons, as unlearned lessons. And when I started to look at it in that viewpoint, then I was able to change things with the help of God for the better. Sometimes you have to change your mindset to look at things differently on what you're going through and why it's happening. And for me, I was repeating lessons because I wasn't learning them. And the lessons were coming back in different people and situations, circumstances, but the same lesson. And it was going to continue that way until I learned it. And then set strong boundaries and shut some doors, which was necessary. And now, because I did this, I don't have to repeat those lessons anymore. The cycle and those doors have closed as I did the work and left that where it is. Learn these lessons quickly and continue to move forward. And never allow these so-called distractions to stop you from self-care and taking care of your mental and physical health. That's important, guys. When you understand why these things are happening, then you can look at all of this from a different viewpoint. Remember, I did a video probably 2 days ago about a broken mindset, a broken way of life. And once you start to get on this path to heal and you start to see things from a different perspective, then you start to put the pieces together of that metaphor I use of puzzle pieces, and then you start to see what that background picture is, then you can work to make things different in your life for the better by setting strong boundaries. And sometimes you may have to close doors if people persist on bringing the toxicity to your front door or to your table. Sometimes you have to close those doors in order to focus on you and your self-care. The key factor is to never give up on yourself, your healing, regardless of the course. To never give up on yourself, your healing, and the course. Because you need to bite, crawl through these things and see them for what they are and address that elephant in the room. And once you start looking at it, that this is where the pain is coming from, the root cause, then you can change your mindset to see it in that manner. Then you can work towards that healing to move forward so that you can be in a place of peace, guys, instead of broken down into pieces, and leave the past behind you as you grow, heal, and evolve. That's the message today, guys. Continue to do what you need to do to take care of your physical and mental health, and know that you're going to have some off days, but get right back up the next day and keep going, and ask God to help you, because this is not a one-man show. And I know with the help of God that I can get through these things, and so can you. Thank you all for being here today. Please let me know what you think about these messages. Invite others who you know need to hear these messages, because as I said in prior videos, people don't talk about what they're going through. Many people are going through a lot of trials and tribulations and pain. But if they feel that they can come to a safe space and hear these messages, perhaps they hear something here that might be beneficial to their own circumstances, and they can take that with them, and it can resonate with them and apply it within their own circumstances. It can help them to stay on this path. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time. Please subscribe to the channel and invite others here so that we can grow and help others to get this message so that they can grow, heal, and evolve. This is Lisa, shedding love and light. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.